All right, what's up, guys? This is Will Shusterick and Idris Garcia. We are coming at you live from the Pasture Open, which is at Westside Disc Golf Course in the brand new permanent course, which is in Tunnel Hill, Georgia, called the Pasture.
Yeah, two great courses. Really excited. We've got Westside on film for the first time with some great players that made their way to Dalton, Georgia. Thanks to Full Flight Disc for handling Westside the entire tournament. They just posted up there and helped us run things.
Yeah, and huge thanks to Kenny Michael, who actually redid the T-signs out at Westside, and he also made the T-signs out at the Pasture. He has been a great help for the local Dalton disc golf community. Huge thanks to Prodigy, of course, being the title sponsor of the Pasture and making the Pasture course a possibility. You're going to be seeing some fantastic Prodigy baskets out here, and we'll be watching some Prodigy players as well. We got Brandon Brown, Nathan Lavender, Matt DeLung, Chris Dickerson, and
Mr. Luke Samson out of Illinois. Luke is on like a long tour. He's, I think, out on the West Coast now, but he swung by here on the way, and here's BB leading us off.
Yeah, and this is round 2 of the tournament, as Brandon really starts it out with a great drive right there. Brandon coming from Knoxville, Tennessee. As I just mentioned, this is round number 2. Thanks to Ace Run Productions, they were able to get out here for round 2 and 3 of this tournament, so we're excited to bring you some live coverage.
Nate getting a really nice kick off the tree there. Nate is from Cookeville, the Cookeville area. He's a great player.
Here is Matt. I've known Matt for quite a while. We played Advanced together back in 2006.
Oh man, that's always a lot of fun to have on your card. Keeps it light, keeps it fun. Always has a joke up his sleeve.
I'd like to give a huge shout out to the Whitfield County Recreation Department, along with the Whitfield Public Works. They take care of the Westside Disc Golf Course out here, and they have really made an awesome place to play disc golf. There's 2 baskets on every hole, turf tee pads, the fairways are amazing, and it's only been in the ground for 8 months, and it is extremely clean to be such a brand new course.
Yeah, they do a really great job helping us out. Chris puts it into the basket. Luke going thumber, I believe, over the top. I don't really see that play very much, but he's giving himself a putt.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, there's 2 baskets on each hole, so we're going to watch these players. They're most of the time going to play to orange, but there's a couple blue positions that we'll be playing to.
Luke just a little bit off to the left side there on his birdie bid. Here's Matt from Circle's Edge as well, a little bit low. The rest of them should likely be cleaning up here for birdie.
Yeah, nice putt there by Nathan.
Yeah, Nate with a really great first round. He's just shot up there along with BB, who started, I think BB started the first round 10 for 10.
It's not a bad start. Nice little cleanup putt right there by Luke. And as you said, these other players are pretty close. Chris has a tap-in birdie here. Chris, obviously, everybody knows that he's been on a hot streak within the last 2 years. He's on a hot streak.
Yeah, and he was recently revealed to be the 5th ranked player in the world. I think that's 3 years in a row in that 5-6 range. So good for Chris, and happy to have him here in Dalton.
Yeah, as we're headed on to hole number 2. As you can see right there, Brandon, Chris taking the birdies along with Nathan. Hole 2 is 410 feet. We're looking at a par 4. If I remember correctly, they are going to the orange position here. Wish I had the layout sitting in front of me, but I forget which position they're playing to.
I think they're going blue for this event. Moved it up to the blue pin just to try and create a little bit more scoring separation.
I should know this since we're the tournament director, but I couldn't remember. We decided to change up a couple of. We were initially playing all shorts, and then we got a lot of feedback from the local players and the pros coming in that they'd like to play some of the longer pins. So playing a little bit of a mixture. This is a tough birdie to get. You see a lot of players like Brandon who goes roller. You see the hill going right to left. They're kind of just trying to bank it into there. You got the out of bounds baseball field on the right hand side. And that hyzer shot plays pretty far.
Yeah, big bomb from Chris. Obviously, the trouble with the hyzer like that is that the hill slopes that way, so it's going to be hard to get it to stick.
Yeah, Matt looking for that low flat shot. He wanted that to flip up just a little bit more. There's not too much trouble out here at Westside. We're going to get into some wooded holes in the back part of the course where you will be able to find some trouble. As Luke is breaking out a big forehand, seems to get it just a little bit turned over.
Yeah, it goes a long way, but like you said, he just got over on it a little bit and finds the little bit of rough patch there. He should be able to get up and down, though.
Yeah, and Matt's known for a pretty hefty spin putt. I would say he's somebody that I can confidently say he can stand still putt further than almost anybody I know.
Yeah, he's always had those long putts dialed in. Luke lays it up there. See what Chris has got. He's known for these step putts and wants to get going a little bit early here.
And that basket's on a little bit of a hill. It seemed like Chris got a little fortunate that he didn't have any rollaway hitting the bottom of the basket. Same thing with Brandon right there, just kind of touching the chains on the outside.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of a soft run. Make sure it sticks up there if he misses. Nice run from Nate off the top there. Gave it a good chance.
Yeah, and here's just a couple cleanup putts for these guys. Nothing too difficult.
Yeah, I think we're going to see all pars here. Moving on to the next hole, pretty easy. We had some guys with some birdie opportunities that just couldn't convert, and I think that's part of the reason we went blue on this hole, just to see if we'd give them a chance to, reward the birdies.
As we're headed on to hole number 3, just about everybody right there taking a par. Again, that's a little tougher of a birdie. I see a lot of players going roller. This is one of the longer shots on the course. As I say, we're going to the wrong basket again. We're actually going to blue.
Get it together, Will. It hasn't been that long. Come on. Brandon giving himself a look, probably outside the circle there. We are going to the blue, 320 feet. 8 with the hyzer. That's going to be the play here. There's no other reason to go anywhere else.
Looks like somebody forgot their disc against the basket.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
It looks like Chris just going with a nice flat shot, getting around that tree and skipping up. That's the way to play the hole.
Yep, that's it. Parked there. I guess he was trying to knock that leading disc over.
Yeah, and a little history on this this course. As I said, Whitfield County did install all of this course, and they do all the maintenance. We're very fortunate to have somebody like that. It's nice to be able to say, hey, I'd like to be able to do this on the course, and they really do work really hard. They have a huge crew of people that go out there and help get it accomplished.
Luke going a little bit long there.
Yeah, it looks like he's outside the circle. He's actually out as he went past the basket by a good amount.
Nice clean putt, but pulls it a little bit. It's so tough sometimes on those long putts to keep it center cut. You usually tend to pull it a little bit. With a little step putt there. Does the same thing, pulls it a little right.
Yeah, Matt just looked like he popped the nose down a little bit, about from 25 feet away, as Luke is looking to pop his comeback putt in there. Nice comeback there for Luke. Nate with a nice drive. And obviously Brandon and Chris looking to clean up.
Yep, BB will be cleaning up a par, and Chris will be taking a birdie. So Nate and Chris taking a stroke on Brandon, trying to cut into that lead that he's really had all tournament long.
once again, thanks to Prodigy Discs for being the title sponsor of this tournament. Huge shout out to them for making the Pasture course happen, for all of the giveaways that we had at this tournament, and helping with all the local disc golf happening in Dalton.
We are going to the orange basket here. Hole 4, it is a par 4, 400 feet. Obviously 400 feet doesn't sound very long for a par 4, but it is severely uphill.
Yeah, as we're watching Nate and Chris go sidearm off the tee, I would say the gap is to either go where Chris went, which is that nice little short flex sidearm, or to try to lace the middle gap with something a little bit more understable, as we watch Brandon do right there. That's not a great kick. He might be able to reach the basket. We actually haven't even seen the blue basket. This is also something that I would say Matt is known for, is throwing a lot of overhand thumber shots.
Yeah, not something that you see very often on this hole. As you can see, all the other guys went with the sidearm. I think that's most of what people are going to play just because of that uphill nature. There is the blue basket, which is a short placement. Nate going with a turnover clear to the long position.
Yeah, this second shot going to the basket, as you said, it's only 400 feet from tee to pin. And it plays pretty far on that second shot. I mean, they're looking to be, they're looking at an uphill 220-foot shot going straight up.
Yeah, and the tough part is, I mean, your run up is uphill, so you got to make sure that you get some clean footing, and as Luke finds here, stay out of the rough to give yourself the best chance at birdie.
Yeah, we saw Chris really kind of end up short, what it looked like to be short on that upshot. And also, I didn't know where Nate's shot went on his second throw, but I guess it must have clipped the tree branch and dropped short.
Yeah, he was a little bit short. Luke kind of catches that one tree there in the way. Putting. Chris asking if he's outside the circle here. Going to be looking to step putt if he is. If he's, he's marking the back. He wants to take the stepper. Wow, what a great putt from Chris there. And we're going to get our first run back here. This is the Ace Run Pro replay. Chris, again, known for that step putt, and kind of pulls the veteran move. Some guys, when they're at circle's edge, are just more comfortable going with that stepper.
Yeah, and going uphill, you need a little bit more power just to get the disc to the basket. Obviously, for gravity reasons, it's a little bit harder to get up there, as we're watching Luke hit off the top band.
Oh.
And Brandon, it's a kind of shorter putt for birdie.
Yeah,
it actually looked like he was under the basket on his second shot. He ended up a little shorter than I thought.
Yeah, he was a little bit short, and exactly what you were talking about. Just didn't give it enough air on that uphill putt. Ended up short. Nate and Matt cleaning up their pars. Reeve is going to take a bogey.
And as you said, even though that hole is 400 feet, plays a little longer and tight gap off the tee. It is easy to be able to go 200, 200, but when you add that uphill distance and along with the tight gaps, it makes it much more difficult.
Yeah, Chris going on this downhill par 3, 315 feet. Laces it right there up the middle. We're going to the orange position on this one as well.
Yeah, you might be able to see the blue position, so the short basket is just dead straight off this tee. The orange is sort of a tight hyzer, as Matt throws a perfect looking shot, actually runs for an ace right there, but he slides right past it.
Yeah, a bit of an unfortunate skip there to keep him carrying down the hill.
Yeah, one of the main, I would say, mess ups on this hole, as Nate pulls it a little bit wide, is I've seen a lot of people go a little too early. Oh, and Brandon gets a great kick, because if you go left right there, it's danger zone. Yeah, it's a quick bogey.
You're just calling Brandon's shots right now. You went a little bit early, right after you said, and Luke a little bit early as well, but further down the fairway.
Yeah, this is a great testament to show how far downhill this shot actually is. You can get a disc to float just with the right angle, just to float one down there and land next to the basket on your upshot. As we're watching Nate Ooh, get a nice second kick. That was not a bad little kick towards the basket off that base of the tree.
Yeah, he's going to have a downhill look for his par. Luke laying up there. Should be fairly close. Yep, looks like it's stuck there.
Here's a good look at the putting angle that Chris has. And he's got a little branch in the way and cashes that putt. What a great putt by Chris.
It looks like Chris is heating up here. He's 4 down through the first 5, whereas Brandon, who's the leader, is only at 1 down. So Chris really cut into that lead, and Nate actually tied Brandon on the last hole too. So
that's a great putt there by Brandon, and a great pickup by Nate. You know, having that 25-footer downhill as we're watching Matt with the comeback birdie attempt. Oh. Almost the same type of putt he had on hole 3, just a couple inches too low. And again, it's a little bit difficult whenever you're dealing with that uphill putt. You always got to get it just a tad higher and a tad more nose up, which is obviously a little different than your conventional flat putt, I would say.
Yep, for sure. We've got a tie at the top. 3 guys now: Brandon, Nathan, and Chris, all at 14 down.
Yeah, we're headed into one of the easier holes on the course. Hole number 6, 170 feet. We're playing to the blue pin on this hole. The orange pin is about another 60 feet behind this basket. As Matt filters through the trees a little bit. Really, the main thing on this hole is you just need a little bit of an Anheuser release out of your hand. You kind of want to dig it into the hill. Just let it sit right by the basket.
Yeah, really nice turnover there from Nate that should cut right back towards the basket. At 170 feet, you know, you don't obviously need to cover a lot of ground. You just need to get it up there and you should have a putt. Oh!
That was a nice little ace run off the tree from Brandon. Was not expecting that.
You called bank.
Looks like Luke is getting back into it a little bit as he has a nice drive right there.
Here's Matt through the trees. He did have a window. Just can't quite get it up.
Yeah, Matt's online with all of his putts, it seems.
Oh.
As Nate just hits off the band from about circle's edge.
Good putt there from Luke, converting for the birdie. Getting himself back to even par after just a little bit of a slow start.
And Chris looking to be about 15 feet away from here. This should be routine for him.
Yep, routine it is. Another birdie for Chris. That puts him at 5 down through 6. I mean, just lighting the course up so far.
Nice drive by Brandon. Nate cleaning up his par as we head on to hole number 7. As we head on to hole number 7, we're looking at a tie at the top with Brandon and Chris. Nate taking a par on that last hole is now dropping 1 back of the lead.
Yeah, hole number 7, we're playing the orange again on this one. It is another par 4. It's a setup shot off the tee, and then you're going straight up that hill to try and give yourself a look at the birdie.
Yeah, on hole number 7, you really want to have just a good angle on your second shot. It's really easy to go too far off the tee. You don't really find a lot of people ending up too short to get to the basket. So I'm looking to see these players either throw some type of really overstable disc. So we're watching Luke right there. See, that's a little bit too far. It's really tough to get to the basket going up the conventional route. This makes sense coming from Matt with a nice positioned thumber. He'll probably throw that same shot going towards the basket.
Yep. He sticks it right there. Tombstones it so it doesn't go anywhere.
And Nate looking to go too far.
Yeah, it's really easy to just convince yourself that you need to power it really hard to give yourself enough juice, but it's not that much of a hard shot. It's that second shot where you really need your power to get up the hill.
Yeah, we're watching Luke right there throw a thumber over the top. He's going to have a long putt for birdie. And Matt, being in decent position, he turns over his shot going uphill, and looks like he's just going to have a up and down to get par.
Chris looking to hyzer in and does so nicely. He's going to be giving himself a putt.
Yeah, and Brandon's got a perfect alleyway towards the basket. And a nice shot as he slides it up there, get the tap-in bird.
Yeah, you can see where placement is key. You just want to be right in that tunnel.
As we watch Nate, he's going too far, missing the gap on his approach, and he's going to have to get up and down to get par. Same thing with Matt. That's a nice approach for him.
Yep, didn't get too much of an unfortunate kick off that tree. Nate finding a little bit of trouble. He's going to have to go overhand out. It looks like he got there. Oh, it's rolling.
It actually grabbed. It looked like that just was cruising through there. It grabs a couple vines and slows down.
Yeah, that was going a long way if it didn't catch that little clump.
Yeah, and Westside has only been in for about 8 to 9 months or so. It gets a lot of play during the week, and as I said, Whitfield County has done a lot to clean up. But if you get into the trees, it gets pretty thick in certain spots.
Yeah, for sure. There's still, the plays rough.
Chris nails. Oh, what about that?
That's a par save. My goodness.
Forehand putt from the circle's edge.
Really nice shot there. Makes it work. He's gonna get the replay.
He's gonna get the run back, not the replay, the run back.
Run it back.
That's when you make those putts. You should only putt forehand from now on out. The rest of the round, you're putting forehand.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that finesse.
What do? Do you throw a driver or do you throw a putter?
Absolutely, you throw a putter. Pars for Luke and Matt. Chris picking up another birdie along with Brandon. Brandon looks like he's finally starting to get a little bit warm on here on the west side, grabbing back-to-back birdies.
I thought you were going to say with his hood up, he's getting warm.
Yeah, that must be it. That's all it takes,
As you said, Chris and Brandon headed with the tied for the lead. All right, headed into hole number 8, 295 feet. We are going to the orange position, which looks like Chris is showing you the way as you want to throw a semi-low overstable disc and get a nice layer skip up the hill.
Yeah, really nice shot there from Chris. This is a good opportunity for some ground play as BB just keeps it a little bit too high and catches that ceiling.
Yeah, you really need to get inside those 3 little trees right there and keep it nice and low to get the skip. As Luke is going with an overstable disc, but I don't think he had quite enough power behind it to get up the hill.
Yeah, it looks like he just swung it a little bit wide too, so by the time it got back over to the left, it didn't have a whole lot of power to skip.
Yeah, and Matt's got a good release. He just needs to cut a little tight, but I think he cut a branch.
Yeah, he must have hit something. It looked like it stopped pretty suddenly once it hit the ground.
Yeah, Nate also looks like he pulled it a little bit too wide, but he filters through. What is up with these rolls for his shots right now?
Flick putt.
Time for the sidearm putt. It's coming in, calling it. Brandon looks to be lining up the old jump putt layup. Yep.
Good look for him there. Keeps it up towards the left side to play the slope of the hill. And Chris did look like, I guess, was a little bit tight there. And it's a really
nice a great kick.
Yeah.
Not going down the hill. He had a nice, fortunate kind of drop, I would say.
Yeah. He's had a lot of long putts, but it looks like even so, he's just had a hard time keeping them in the air.
As Luke is also trying to find his touch, although he's had some long looks, so it's tough to always be confident from 50, 60 feet.
Nate's shown us that he can putt with the backhand as well, so no flick putt necessary after that roll away.
That was a great putt, and Chris also great save with that. Kind of fluff on his forehand, but great par save.
Yeah, you got to take advantage of the breaks when you get them. Luke cleans up his par as well. So these other guys should make good on theirs as well.
Brandon tapping in his par. And Matt looking to do the same. I would say hole 8 is one of those not necessarily difficult birdies, but you need to get a nice skip up the hill, and there's a couple trees. Since it's a blind shot, you can't always just toss it over there to the basket. So, not seeing a lot of movement on that hole, as Nate does pick up a stroke on Brandon and Chris as we're headed into hole number 9.
Hole number 9, 250 feet, par 3. Again, playing to the blue, as you can see. Nate shows us the way, and he's parked.
That is the way.
Yeah, you just kind of want to stall it a little bit, throw it nice and high, right at the corner, and let it just dump back towards the basket and land softly.
Yeah, and the long basket from this hole is actually left of that blue by about another 40 feet or so.
2 good shots so far. You can see BB heading right at that corner again and filtering right towards the basket. These guys are got this one pretty dialed in so far.
Here comes Luke looking to get on track as he just throws it a little too low. He does have a little bit of a putt though. So I'll still have a look at the basket.
And one thing you got to avoid is this rough right here that Matt finds a little bit short. Good bid from Luke.
Yeah, Luke's just having these tough 50-footers, and Matt kind of seems to follow him as well.
Looked like he was on a good line.
He had a good line, and it just seemed like he's just having one thing get in the way or just a couple inches too short.
The other guys are just going to be parked. I mean, 3 really great birdies from, the 3 guys at the top of the leaderboard that are not giving these other guys a chance.
Nice pickup there from Matt. As we're headed into the back 9, as Brandon taps out. We're looking at a tie atop the leaderboard.
Yeah,
we
really
have
great start.
Brandon Brown, Chris Dickerson tied at 17 under, and Nathan Lavender 1 stroke back at 16 under. And Matt and Luke looking to pick up some strokes on the back 9. Once again, this is Will Shusterick and Idris Garcia coming at you from the Pasture Open, powered by Prodigy.
See you on the back 9.